guys, it's Anthony Bandiera here, bringing a roadside chat from Aurora, Illinois. Aurora is a great training partner with Blue to Gold, so thank you guys for everything you do in hosting Blue to Gold. All right, so the question actually comes from an officer during one of the classes, and he said, "Hey, look, if we have Shotspotter in the city, does Shotspotter, allow us to enter a backyard to check for victims and so forth?" Well, what is Shotspotter? Shotspotter is that acoustic, technology that can determine pretty accurately where shots are coming from in a city. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Nothing is. Nothing's with certainty. But many courts have found that these Shotspotter alerts at least create like reasonable suspicion of criminal activity and so forth. Now, before we also answer the question, just don't forget that Shotspotter alerts are just one factor. What about other factors? What about the fact that it's a high crime area? What about the fact that you maybe know the house that the shots are coming from, and it's a house that is known to be occupied by gang members? You get to the area and people are scrambling to get away from you and so forth. So those are the things that you want to look at, not just Shotspotter, but generally speaking, Shotspotter has been upheld to be a reliable source of information for police officers, especially when multiple shots are coming out from a particular area. A good case for this is United States versus Jones. It's a case out of the D.C. Circuit, 2021. They basically said, we conclude that the record's facts support the finding of the district court. The totality of the information known to Turner, which is the police officer, when she stopped Jones, our suspect, sufficed to raise a reasonable suspicion. The Shotspotter alert and dispatch report from the Metro Police Department indicated that shots were fired in the 3500 block of 13th Street. The officers arrived, and within a minute, they saw that Jones was the only person on the block, was not listening to the officers, would not pay attention to the officers, and so forth. And despite the fact that the officers were trying to get Turner's attention, actually Jones' attention, and that was reasonable suspicion. Now, does this answer the question of going into the backyard? The answer is no. But what it does answer is that this gave sufficient, this Shotspotter, and based on today's circumstances, was sufficiently credible to believe that a criminal activity existed. Now, let's apply our Fourth Amendment brain to the backyard. If the cops have reason to believe that shots were fired in the backyard, and there's nobody coming, to that, nobody's not, knocking on the door, nobody's coming to the door, and so forth, is it reasonable to believe that exigency exists to go back there and make sure that we don't have any victims? And the answer is yes. Why do people shoot guns? They normally shoot guns, especially in an urban area, they shoot them at other people, right? Yes, sometimes it's celebratory, right? It's 4th of July, I guess, and they want to shoot their guns. But typically, that's not why people shoot guns. They actually use them in offensive and defensive purposes. So when the cops arrive and they have, especially like more than one shot is fired in a backyard, especially nobody's answering and so forth, articulate everything, it's reasonable to believe that there could be a victim back there. Or we may also have the perpetrator who's hiding out after shooting someone or something, right? So it is reasonable. Please articulate it, but this is probably the quintessential definition of exigent circumstances. Okay? All right. I hope this has helped. I really appreciate all the questions that we get here. We're going to do a better job even answering more. If you have a question for me, please reach out to bluetogold.com/show. Please go to our live training, visit us, and make sure you go to our weekly webinars. They're free for all law enforcement and prosecutors. Go to bluetogold.com to sign up for those. And that's all I got for you. Please hit the like button if you appreciate this content. And until next time, my friends, you stay safe.